Well, gang, you might want to put your puppers on a leash for this one because apparently tonight's the night. Yup, you don't have to like or subscribe, but apparently the mystery still continues surrounding that UFO in Greenland. Yeah, I guess. Welcome back to Late Night Conspiracies, everybody. Let's get right to it. First of all, check this.
See, this is the reason why I don't travel to certain countries. How is it possible for Australia's skies to turn blood red from having a dust storm? You heard what I just said?
Yeah.
Right now in Australia, a massive dust storm just rolled through, and it turned the entire sky blood red. Not orange, not sunset.
Blood red.
Blood red.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't believe me, right?
I believe you.
Look at this shit.
I believe him because I've seen it.
You got people posting videos
Whoa.
saying it looks like the air changed itself, like something is wrong. Because when the sky changes colors like that, your brain doesn't register it as normal. Tell me what's normal about this. This shit looks like the whole sky.
Yeah, it's not AI, this is not a filter, this is apparently for real though. It's quite insane though.
Sky is on fire. Listen to what this lady says.
It's like the whole sky's on fire.
I've never seen it this red, not even during storms.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's getting louder.
What they're trying to feed the people right now is, they're saying it's just a dust storm. They're saying that all of this is completely normal. But here's what I don't like. The explanation sounds normal, but the visual doesn't seem normal at all. We've seen dust before. We've seen storms before. We've seen sunsets our whole entire life.
Yeah.
But tell me when you ever seen a deep, blood red sky. Mind you, this is the second time this happened in Australia. And we can go down a rabbit hole of a whole lot of different things that happen in Australia. You got to remember that Australia is one of the most isolated places.
If any of you in Australia that actually witnessed this, is it as bad? Was it as bad as how it looks on camera? Was it as bad as that in real life that you saw with your own eyes?
On Earth, massive areas with nothing around, just testing zones. So tell me what they're testing.
I guess you'll never know, but let's actually get to this one.
For those of you that don't know, there is a spacecraft that has melted out of the ice in Greenland.
The weather machine, they call it.
The spacecraft that is anchored in the center of Greenland created the last ice age 50,000 years ago. It's a weather machine.
Yeah, they have been saying that this has been around for 50,000 years. And you know, a couple of months ago when President Trump, Uncle Donnie, was out for Greenland, I'm not sure if Greenland is still on the table or not, but yeah, a couple of months ago, the talk was about getting Greenland, right? And there was also this UFO conspiracy too, but check this.
Now, how many of you know about the object in Greenland? A couple of you, okay. Well, for those of you that don't know, there is a spacecraft that has melted out of the ice in Greenland. As you know, the North Pole has melted completely. You can go from London to Moscow or to Russia by going over the North Pole now. All the ice cap is gone. The last place that has ice on it was Greenland. Greenland had a 18,000-foot ice cap on it. Well, the spacecraft that is anchored in the center of Greenland created the last ice age 50,000 years ago.
Greenland got all the ice and Iceland got all the grass, though. It just don't even make sense no more, you know what I'm saying?
It's a weather machine. It's 55 miles wide, 300 miles long, and 2 miles high.
Yeah.
People that lived in it were called the Mois. If you draw a straight line from the spacecraft to the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C., through the Yucatan Peninsula, Great Pyramid at Mitsubishi, it ends up on Easter Island where the Mois have been dug out of this dirt. The heads on Easter Island, well, 2 years ago, they finally went ahead and they excavated, and they're all 65 to 85 foot people, full body carvings. And these are the people that lived in the spacecraft that was uncovered that's melting out of the ice in Greenland. So when you think we've been alone, these people have been up there for 50,000 years. The spacecraft is still active after 50,000 years. It has a 200-mile dampening field where no electrons can flow into it. In 1947, a B-52 bomber flew into that pattern, into the dampening field, when trying to fly between Maine and London. As a result of that, they lost power and crashed in Greenland. As they sent in rescue B-52 bombers to rescue them, they hit that same dampening field, but they veered off. They just ricocheted off of it. And by testing, trying to get to these guys, they were able to ring a circumference and find out that there was an object 200 miles to the center of this field. On the southwest corner of Greenland, there is a small community. It's the only community on the island of Greenland.
Do they know?
That community is a military post, CIA, that uses a compressed air generator to operate diesel engines to run a Caterpillar to run back and forth to 200 miles from the base to the object in Greenland. A lot of our technology comes from the reverse engineering out of the spacecraft. It is still functional and is still in operation.
And, you know, a couple of months ago when the entire Greenland situation was happening, people were saying, like, maybe that's the reason. And then, you know, we had Ross Coulthard as well that came out, and he said that, yep, there's a massive UFO that actually crashed, and they made a military base around it, you know, but people actually put 2 and 2 together. Obviously, they never got a 4, instead they got a 5, and, people were like, okay, now he's talking about the South Korea, because there's also a UFO that crashed in South Korea. It was so big that they had to make like a military base around it. That is also another one. That's another good one. But the Greenland UFO mystery continues. But check this.
And what I saw was what I now call an energy being, radiating energy, semi-translucent, multiple colors. My wife, she disappeared right in front of me. The dog disappeared right in front of me. And then this intelligence got into my consciousness. I turned around, walked straight upstairs. I immediately was put to sleep. And then 45 minutes later, when I woke up, I was fully conscious. And then I ran down the stairs and poof, my wife was in the middle of the living room.
Laughing? She was laughing?
In Spanish, Aleluya, Aleluya, Los Ángeles la curaron, Los Ángeles la curaron. The angels cured her. Our dog, who was totally paralyzed, and the dog was running around the living room, completely cured. And then 2 months later, my wife, the dog woke her up at 3:30 in the morning. She went outside. She looked up and it was a big, gigantic UFO. And she told me that morning, she said, oh, my angels came and visited me last night. We went down.
A reptilian on there. He moved out from behind the beam and we could see him, and it kind of took my breath away. It was such a frightening thing to look at. And I think the reptilian may have been piloting the craft. And there was a gray. It seemed like I heard him in my head, and he was kind of thinking, why would these people do this to one of their own people? They told us it was the moon. We were taken off and then we were conducted to these buildings. I worked in some excavation equipment, and it used electromagnetism to excavate. Then at night I wasn't allowed to sleep. I was kind of passed around. I have a little girl to go back home to, so I was pretty compliant. There are extraterrestrial bases on the other side of the moon as well. And I saw an exchange, and the ET was saying, you have no idea who you have there. Do you realize that everything you're doing to her gets reported back to her people?
What did the ET mean by her people?
This reminds me of, you know, when we found out that Nick Fury was like a reptilian, lizard people in the Avengers. I don't remember like in which movie they showed. It was like one of the post-credit scene in one of the Avengers movie in the MCU, right? Yeah, I mean, MCU is pretty big on like the real life conspiracies as well, so it's like inspired off of that, plus like other stuff, this, that, the other, right? So Hollywood has really, when you think about it, desensitized all of us, because I'm hearing this and I'm like, yeah, like we've seen that in the movies, they made movies about it, like I'm not even shocked. And they also talked about in the UAP hearings about the insectoids, the Greys, the Nordics, and apparently the reptilian aliens as well. We made a dedicated reptilian video on the channel, which I guess I'll link you at the end, but yeah, man, it's pretty nutty, man. It's pretty wild. What do you call these reptilians? Oh, I guess these are gonna be the demons, right? Would you call reptilians the demons? Or what? Because I know like a lot of people call aliens the demons. Aliens and demons are two separate things, but people obviously gonna call, some call aliens the demons, others call them angels, and others call aliens, the extraterrestrial. But when I look at the reptilians, the lizard people, yeah, to me, like they would be the demons one, right? If demons are real, they would be the ones, but could be wrong. Yeah, I want to know your interpretation as well.
Part of a fifth-dimensional extraterrestrial race that's monitoring what's going on the planet.
For those of you that don't know...
Yeah, we covered that one. Okay, let's talk about this one, and I got another clip that I want to share with you.
Anunnaki and Thoth and all that. They had 2 wars. The first Pyramid War almost eradicated them, but they started over again. The second Pyramid War, bad. That one almost decimated the planet.
Bad.
You see how when you look at Earth like from Google Earth, you see a lot of those big deserts going across. People say, oh, that's just natural geological formations over time. This has become an arid desert. No, that's war. If you go to Egypt and stick your hand deep in the sands, eventually you're gonna come up with balls of glass. How do you get glass and sand? 3,000 plus degree temperatures. You go to Mohenjo-Daro in the Indus Valley, what are you gonna see there? Dead bodies still in the streets from thousands of years ago, still holding hands, never been scavenged. The buildings that they lived in turned to glass. How can that be? We're talking about 3,000 plus degree temperature weapons fire. We're talking about this war that happened in the ancient past. Amun-Ra wanted to continue he started the first war to take over the earth early because he didn't want to wait for his processional period to rule. And then he started one war to take over early, which he won.
Yeah.
He then started a second war to stay in power. And in that second war, he escaped. He was almost killed, but he left his kingship and the finances of the kingdom to the Ra-Kam. And R-A-K-A-M, but that translates into modern words. Kam translates into childs. So now you translate Ra, childs, Ra, child.
No, that sounds something different though, man. That sounds like the EP stuff.
Oh! What happened to all the
Yeah, I don't know about that one. And Anunnakis, yeah, we gotta make a dedicated video on that because it's been said that they are our creators and they made us so we mine gold for them. I don't know about that. I mean, I refuse to believe it, but there are a lot of people that believe that Anunnakis made us, right? But then the question would be, who made them? You know, okay, hypothetically, let's just say like they made us. Then who made them, yo? Who made the Anunnakis? Somebody gotta make the Anunnakis, right? Just like how we're making the AI, I guess. Yo, could you imagine like AI one day? I mean, you know, that's not even a crazy thought. One day AI might actually become sentient. You know, and think about it. It actually has a soul. It has life, and it turns on us, bro. That would be crazy, bro. So, yeah. But Anunnakis, that's a very interesting topic. Very fascinating, though. I don't believe that they made us, but perhaps they're real, as in the one of the alien race, right? We gotta make a video. I mean, we did a while back, but I guess we gotta make an updated one, right? Let's get to this one. Check this.
User JTurley85's wife's co-worker went hunting.
Daddy Put, shout out to Daddy Put. And the homie Mystery Man. Quickly though, gotta take a second to shout out you guys, especially the homie Paper Trolls for re-becoming a member, the homie Shabanoti, Degenerate Dad 69. Love the username, homie, and especially the smile in that profile picture. That's just a plus, man. Keep smiling, homie. Shout out to Joshua, Mark, Aphrodite for becoming brand new members on the channel, and the homie Brian, and also shout out to the homie Damo. So Brian said that, yo, you gotta shout me out, man. You gotta shout out Damo and me, bruh. Shout out to you both of you legends out there, Miss Boogie, Ezio, Sierra, Kraka, and the homie Cody. Thank you guys so much for all the love on the channel, for supporting the channel the way you do. Let's get back to the content here, boo-boo. Let's find out what the hell is going on in Hawkins tonight.
In the mountains of Beaver, Utah, with a pack of dogs. During the trip, 2 of the dogs suddenly ran off. After searching for them, the hunters found both animals deceased. While trying to figure out what could have done it, they noticed something strange in the distance and recorded it through a rifle scope.
Sheesh. Is it moving?
The figure looked tall and extremely thin, moving in a way that didn't seem natural at all.
Nah, that's just my uncle, man. That's just my uncle, bro. He's just trying to... Yeah, he needs privacy. He's doing some funny business right now, which we can't talk really about on YouTube, but he needs some privacy, Holmes.
Some people suggested it could be some sort of creature. Others believed it could have been a person in odd clothing, or even a staged hoax. Still, with the remote mountain setting and the story about the dogs, many viewers found it hard to explain away.
Yo, what you doing, Unc? Yeah, Unc doing some crazy stuff.
A man was driving along a quiet highway late at night when he noticed something strange in the shoulder lane. At first, he thought it was his imagination. When he later checked his dashcam footage, he saw the shadowy figure again.
Whoa.
Motionless, featureless, and almost transparent. The figure's lower half seemed to fade into the asphalt, giving it an otherworldly appearance.
Asphalt.
Was it a person moving too fast for the camera to capture, or was this a genuine paranormal encounter?
I guess we'll never know. You know, we've also had videos of these paranormal entities just pulling up in the middle of the road where the guy see and thinks that it's actually a human. And yeah, some of them had near collision though, so those are the freakiest ones, honestly.
A motorcycle rider was cruising through the woods one evening, enjoying the quiet of the trail, when right in the middle of the path stood a small child, completely alone.
Yeah, that don't look
There
real.
were no houses, no cabins, no nothing for miles.
That looks like that it's just CGI'd into the video. That don't even look real. It looks just way too small and out of... Yeah, right, like, looks... Don't even look real. It looks CGI'd, like you ended up uploading like a separate file on top of the video here in After Effects, Adobe After Effects.
The rider slowed down, confused and uneasy, trying to understand how a child could be there. Some say these encounters point to the legendary little people of the woods, mysterious beings from local folklore. Others think it might simply be a lost child who wandered too far from home.
I don't know about
It's
that.
unclear what the rider did next. Would you get help?
Oh, I mean, you gotta call the policia.
A person had installed a trail camera deep in the woods, hoping to capture deer and other wildlife passing by. For weeks, the footage showed nothing unusual. But one night, the camera was triggered by movement near a tree.
Oh.
When the image was reviewed, something unsettling stood out. Beside the tree, a dark humanoid figure appears to be
I mean, this looks like a person. I was looking at this one. Okay.
Standing there, partially blending into the surrounding darkness. Its outline looks almost human, but the details are unclear. It's hard to tell whether it's a solid figure or simply shadows and branches creating the illusion of a shape in low light.
No,
some viewers
it's
claimed
probably...
it could be something supernatural, even
it's probably the deer that just farted, so we're seeing that roll out, you know?
Jinn. Others argued it was most likely just the tree itself, combined with poor lighting and the camera's infrared effect, creating a convincing silhouette.
Nah, it's just a poor little bugger
Unfortunately,
farting.
the uploader
farting.
never shared a daylight photo of the same spot for comparison. So what was really standing next to that tree that night?
Yeah, no, just poor little bugger.
A woman took a simple photo with her sister. Just a normal picture,
person.
nothing unusual at the time. They were standing close together, smiling at the camera.
Yeah, these gotta be the freakiest ones, yo. Have any of you, have you actually had an experience like that where you took a photo and you know like there was nobody there, but then you look at the pictures, yeah, I'm getting freaked out by this picture, man. And you look at your pictures and you see some sort of like entity in it too. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's a face, bro. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Holy
But
fuck.
later, when they looked at the photo more carefully, they noticed something disturbing.
Yeah.
Between them, slightly behind their shoulders, what appears to be a third person can be seen. According to the sisters, no one else was standing behind them when the photo was taken.
Yeah,
no
damn.
strangers, no family members,
Yeah.
just the two of them. Some viewers suggested it could be a shadow, a trick of the lighting, or even an object in the background blending in at the right angle. But others argued the details seemed too defined to be just a shadow.
Right.
The shape appears to have depth.
Okay, I'm kind of getting freaked out, but I'm gonna chicken out, bro. Okay, garden of... Yeah, just because I'm filming this video like super late at night, you feel what I'm saying?
Camera in the Garden of Nympha.
Sorry guys, gotta chicken out. Garden of Nympha? What the hell?
Captured something strange. The location is famous for its beauty and the romantic ruins of a medieval town near Rome.
Somebody was crawling in.
Tourists visit for peaceful walks. But this footage shows a very different side. A mysterious figure was crawling along the ground. It appeared to have no legs, moving slowly before slipping into nearby bushes.
Oh man.
Some wondered if it could be a soldier's spirit reliving its final moments, or maybe it was just a trick of shadow and light. Either way, it's not something visitors expect to see in a place known for romance, but it definitely brought the park some new attention. A driver decided to take a forest trail at night when his dash camera...
Oh man, why? Fuck, man. Okay, I'm gonna toughen up, okay? I'm gonna toughen up. Gotta put my seatbelts on. Okay, I got my ball before. Oh shit, I forgot I had that. Okay.
Recorded something frightening. Then something stepped out from the side woods, crossing directly in front of the headlights. The driver quickly stopped. The figure only appeared for a moment, and in that moment, it looked humanoid.
Yeah, it looks like a large man.
When he looked back at the footage, he couldn't make sense of it, so he posted it online. Some said it could be Bigfoot, while others thought it was just a human.
Yeah, it looks like a human. It looks like a tall human. Maybe it was the Undertaker. Maybe it looks like the Undertaker.
But none of that made sense to the driver.
Looks like the Undertaker trying to drop a tombstone pile driver on his opponent.
A group of friends were hiking and exploring near a strange monolith-like rock formation. While recording their surroundings, they accidentally captured something unexpected.
It's not even here anymore.
What the hell?
In the footage, what appears to be a strange creature can be seen emerging from a...
This looks like a figure from cartoon. I forgot the name, but you know the eyes looks like the froggy eyes though. Yeah, so one eye on the ear. These seems to be ears with the eyes. That would be the mouth, nose. That's like, I guess. Yeah, no, that's like a weird. What the hell?
A crack in the rock. When the video is zoomed in, the shape looks tall, with unusually large, almost exaggerated hands.
Yeah,
some
like
viewers said it was
kind of like a spider as well.
Resembled a giant bat. Others believe it's far more likely that one of their friends was hiding there as a prank, dressed up. With no clearer footage and no follow-up explanation, the mystery remains.
The mystery remains.
And
fear is one of the lowest frequency. That's what they feed off from. Ooh. Yeah, and this is something that not only him, but yeah, others have talked about too. Okay, this might be interesting. Let's see.
The frequencies we're generating are dictated by the emotions and the thoughts that we're having. So, fear, the currency of control of the humanity, is a very low, slow wavelength. So is depression, so is resentment and hatred and regret, all these low vibration emotions. Joy, love, it's very high frequency. These demonic entities operating just outside of human reality.
I think when he says demonic realities, he's pointing more at the, I guess, like the real demons and all that, I guess, right? Makes sense. But you can actually use that as a metaphor too in real life with everything that's going on with the politicians and the elites, right? Because, you know, divide and conquer, they want to keep you in fear, in survival state, so you don't ask questions. Because if you're in survival state, yeah, you're going to worry about putting food on the table so you can survive, not necessarily ask question and try to change the system. So
by the very nature of what they are, very distorted, very chaotic, mad. I mean, if you look at the names that the different ancient societies have given, religions have given to these demonic entities, that often again and again it will relate to the word foolish or stupid. They are idiots, right? But if you can completely hijack the perception of your target population, it doesn't matter if you're idiots, as long as you know how to do that, you got them. And what they do, these entities therefore, is they resonate on a very low frequency because of their state of being, because their state of perception, everything. So they are feeding off human energy. That is their energy source. And if we had a world of love and joy, they'd go bloody hungry. Because you can't absorb what you're not on the frequency of. The frequency they're on, because of their nature of who they are, relates to low vibrational human emotion and low vibrational human thought.
Yeah, I guess he's talking like quite literally though, but whether you believe it literally or not, I would say metaphorically speaking, this is just perfect. Metaphorically speaking, this actually applies to what's happening right now. Yep, take care of you. And did you see this video? Yeah, if you have not seen, we actually done a massive one on the shapeshifters, the lizard people. Yeah, this got hit pretty badly in the algorithm and YouTube is not sharing that video, so I'm not sure if I should promote it or not, but I guess I already am. So check out this video on the screen and I'll see you there.